please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. I always have that saying to never overplay your cards. When things are going well, sometimes it's good to just let it play out. Nature usually knows what is best for the current situation or environment. When I look at the British royal family as of now, 2020, they had two powerful women who could have kept them in the heart of the people.
We just sort of watched this beautiful princess sort of emerging into the public life and making wonderful contact with the public and sort of just showing her love to the people, really.
I always felt that seeing her with people was like watching George Best play football. She was a natural.
She was then the future queen, and she came in the house and apologised for us, you know, Joe Public, me, nobody, for being late. I'm sorry I'm late.
Princess Di, and now Meghan. The people domestically and internationally could have glorified them the way they want people to view them. They had Princess Diana, who was loved in every corner of the globe. They rejected her.
I just don't think I have as many supporters in that environment than I did. Yeah.
You mean within the royal household?
They see me as a threat of some kind, and I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Why do they see you as a threat?
I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go in and do an engagement and there's a great many people there. Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go in and do an engagement and there's a great many people there.
The royal family didn't want her. They saw her as a threat. Princess Diana was willing to do all the footwork that was necessary to keep the lazy royals continue sitting comfortably and receiving the people's taxes. They could have made a deal with Princess Diana by letting her do her charity work while she and Charles do their own thing. But no, they want to be perfect. There is no perfect human being. Princess Diana knew that.
She talks about some very personal things.
Well, as we now know, she'd done it with for the Andrew Morton book on one level. In a sense, maybe doing that had helped her understand who she was. I mean, any whether it's therapy or talking to your best friend about what's really upsetting you, you feel better afterwards.
She needed to speak. She needed to be heard. He was there.
She was under a great deal of stress, and like anybody under stress, she wanted to unload. And there weren't that many people she could unload on.
I want to denigrate Diana. I'm trying to give the public an opportunity, finally, okay. You see for yourself. Because these people are spoiling, not just the work that I did with her, but using it again to kind of diminish her. And I don't think that's right.
But it seems like the royals didn't get that memo. They find Princess Diana as a freaking threat. Most of the work Princess Diana did, she did them. It didn't seem like work to her because she cared. Most of the work Princess Diana did didn't seem like work to her because she cared. She did the work that she did because it came from the heart. This is the reason I tell my kids to find things that they like and make it into a career. My kids like video games. I put them in coding classes. One of my kids loves to draw. I'm trying and pushing him to keep at it and perfect his craft. That way, once he is an adult, These kinds of things can turn into making money. That can be their career. I don't want them to resent getting up to go to work once they are older. So, when I look at the work Diana did, it wasn't work for her at all. It was a passion and using her position, her name, to help the helpless.
What was so interesting, Sarah, when I came here last time, we did a group session, and you asked all the ladies to name something positive they'd done in the week.
Yes.
And it was quite a stumbling block for some of us.
Yes.
Because people had to really think. If you asked them what the negative aspects of the week had been, you would have been flooded. But
Yes.
because it was positive, we all had to really think hard. Do you remember?
I think Diana had a great knack of making people feel at ease. She was a communicator. She could talk to anyone and make them feel relaxed. She was wonderful with the women. I'm sure you remember Jill. She would be very relaxed and friendly and warm and open, and she was very witty.
The establishment resent her for that. Aren't the royals supposed to be for the poor? All those patronage and they represent, aren't they for the less fortunate? But anyway, who am I to say? I don't know. Now we have Meghan. Thank God one of Princess Diana's boys got Diana's heart. He is doing the exact same thing that Princess Diana was doing. He is using his name, the Prince bid, to help the helpless.
The protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So, you know, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change. So what we do have is a unique ability to be able to put our name and everything that comes with to a really good purpose, to a really good cause.
So in some ways, you're leveraging your name, it seems to me. Does this create something very, very unique to you and your brother and sister-in-law, in that you can get these people to come together and talk to each other? Because working together is hard.
Yeah, well, it's hard working together as a family. It's hard working together.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
the Royal Foundation?
Yeah,
can't even remember. But
was it just obviously a good idea? Or
I think it comes with the territory, doesn't it? I mean, once you realise the effect that your name and that your position can have, surely all you want to do is make sure that you spend every living day trying to bring people together and trying to make the most of that position.
What the establishment see of the power couple is another threat.
A threat of some kind. They see me as a threat of some kind.
I don't want to repeat what I said already. They are going through the exact same thing that Princess Diana went through. Strip them of their title. Oh God, thank God Meghan and Harry don't give a damn about title. They both know the position they are in. They are using their names to do good. Praise the Lord to Miss Doria. Thank God. Meghan had a strong mother who showed her true value of life. I have to throw that in because Miss Doria must be praised all the time. While I'm watching some of those pictures, the wedding pictures, it just brought back some memories of how I felt when I saw Miss Doria sitting over there all by herself. And it was so painful for me to watch her sitting over there all by herself with a smile. Oh God, please bless her, protect them. And knowing what I know now, July 4th, 2020.
What has happened between William and Harry?
There is what feels very much like an irreparable rift. I mean, of course, you know, they are brothers, and we all have relatives we've fallen out with, and at the time we think, this is it, this is forever, I am never speaking to them again. But it's not good at all.
Do you know what it's about?
I know bits of it, and look, there's this horrible line we tread over this institution we are interested in because of the personalities within it. Their public lives, their private lives. And I end up talking far more than I ever imagined I would do about somebody's private life. So I know bits of it. I know it's not good. I know because institutionally now they've had 2 households for a while, it's on different tracks, there's just a kind of functionality about that's what happens, and now they're going to different continents. I mean,
Right.
you know, make your own call.
Yeah. Are you allowed to tell us what you know or not? I mean,
it's not a question of allowed. There's no rule. No one has sort of stood outside and said, don't tell them this. It's not a question of that. It's just a question of there's a degree
whether you've got it from more than one source,
It's about, well, it's, yeah, part of it's that, and part of it is they remain individuals and human beings and deserve a degree of privacy and respect.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
An American private investigator has admitted unlawfully targeting Meghan Markle for The Sun, as Prince Harry threatens to sue the paper. The illegal PI sold highly sensitive private data about the Duchess of Sussex to the Murdoch tabloid in October 2016, shortly after the couple went public with their relationship. The private investigator is the same illicit contractor that was hired by The Sun to perform unlawful background checks on police officers murdered in the line of duty. The illegal inquiries into the Dallas police shootings were commissioned 4 months before he turned his sights on Meghan Markle. However, the illegal nature of the intrusions was the same, and included social security data and private phone numbers. Prince Harry has fired off a legal letter to The Sun to protect his wife, as US prosecutors and litigators have got evidence of violations on US soil for the first time. Byline Investigates understands that the letter before action identifies 2 suspicious stories published in The Sun. Prince Harry's lawyers claim that the articles were written immediately following the private investigators' inquiries into Meghan Markle. The first story on the 31st of October 2016 was...
The pain and headache that they went through to get to that wedding, it's unbelievable. And that's another failed attempt by the establishment for what they did. When you were at the bottom, being on top means nothing, but knowing those who are below you are struggling and are in pain. So you know how they are feeling and what they are going through. Meghan knows. Harry doesn't know how the people are actually feeling unless he experiences it himself.
Last year when my wife and I attended, we knew we were expecting our first child. No one else did at the time, but we did. And I remember... Sorry. And I remember squeezing Meghan's hand so tight during the awards. And both of us were thinking what it would be like to be parents one day, and more so what it would be like to do everything we could to protect and help our child should they be born with immediate challenges or become unwell over time. And now, as parents, being here and speaking to all of you pulls at my heartstrings in a way I could never have understood until I had a child of my own.
However, his eyes saw the suffering that the people were experiencing. I believe right now, Harry is in reality 101. Unfortunately for Harry, he's not in a classroom learning. He's experiencing it, which means little Archie is going to be one heck of a strong and more powerful being than we will ever see.
For Save With Stories, we're going to read Duck Rabbit. Nettie, want to open it? Good job. Hey, look, a duck. That's not a duck, that's a rabbit. Yeah, here, can you turn the page? What happens after that? Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. What's on the next page? See? There's his bill. What are you talking about? Those are his ears, silly. It's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread. Turn the page. Is that the piece of bread? Let's turn the page. Let's show everybody. It's a rabbit, and he's about to eat a carrot. Let's go to the next page. Look, Arch. That's the cover. Let's go to the next page. Wait, listen, did you hear that? I heard duck sounds. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass. There, see? Look, Archie. It's flying. Flying. It's hopping. So let's turn the page. Look, the duck is so hot, he's getting a drink of water. No, the rabbit is so hot, he's cooling off his ears. That's the sun, and what's that? Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Let's turn the page. Let's see what else happens. Look at the duck through my binoculars. Sorry, still a rabbit. Let's turn the page. Then what happens? Let's turn the page. Here, ducky, ducky. Here, you cute little rabbit. Oh, great. You scared him away. Archie, look, you didn't scare him away. I didn't scare him away. You scared him away. Let's finish this book first, then we'll have that book. You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now I'm actually thinking, that it was a duck. We'll read this one next. That it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? What happened? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look! An anteater! That's no anteater. That's a brachiosaurus. Let's turn the page. What's next? The end.
Yay! The end! Woo!
Good job!
Bravo! Bravo!
Yay! Duck rabbit.
Experience is more powerful than sitting in a classroom. Not to worry about Harry. He got a strong woman next to him to hold him and show him when certain obstacles come in their way, how to navigate them. Meghan knows. Harry is learning. Sussex Squad's job is to make sure to keep praying that this young family remain with us for a very long time. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe.